gonna turn into a Chao.
My name is Allison and I'm an apprentice in the Diamond District. A lot of you guys found me through my Hello Kitty pendant videos, but today I'm going to make a baby Chao. So Chao's from Sonic and I'm just going to walk you guys through the design process. So first I use a reference photo to get the general idea of what shape I want to do. I want to just do the head since it's nice and simple. And I picked a citrine out for the ball of the head. Apprenticing here has really taught me about different colors you can use. Colors are achievable and at what cost point. So for the wings I decided on these sliced sapphires, but I might drop this because it can get pretty expensive. This would be the perfect shape, but I also have to consider how much a customer is willing to spend.
Draw his face on here and mark where I'm going to shape. So I gotta pick the side I want the most.
All rough aren't built equally, so I'm just looking at all corners to make sure which side I want the most. I like the side with the yellow inclusion, so I use a pencil to mark it. It doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of give us a general idea of where the excess is going to be removed. I also want to point out, since this is not polished, this is not going to be the blue that it's going to look like.
I want to show you the secret to unlocking what a rough gem really looks like, and it's as simple as water. All you do, turn on the water, take your rough specimen, run it under the water, and you're able to see the true clarity and if there are any inclusions inside the stone. Obviously, this one is not a clear stone, so there are very many inclusions.
Now with my drawing, I'm ready to hit the back. So since this is a water-based machine, you want to make sure there's enough water that's touching the wheel. And don't worry, this does not cut your hands. You want to make sure you're wearing an apron and a towel, that way it catches all the water. The water will catch the dust that comes off the stone, so you don't have to worry about that. But it is also important to have really good posture. You don't want to cross your legs or anything like that. You want to make sure your back is up straight. And while you're shaping it, always check the reference photo because the pencil markings do come off. But it's okay though, because you can just grab your pencil and just draw it back on. The reason why I keep dipping the stone back in the water is because it keeps the stone nice and cool, that way it doesn't crack. And you also want to make sure you're using the whole width of the wheel and not just one side of it. That'll help the diamond coated wheels last a little bit longer. Aquamarine is a 7.5 to 8 on the Mohs hardness scale, so it is a lot tougher than my last few projects, which means I had to apply a little bit more force. When I'm doing lapidary, I think of things in a 3D manner. What materials can I carve away? And then for setting the eyes, it's like, what can I add on top of it? I know that one part is chunkier than the other, so I'm just going to use a saw to just slice that off. It's going to be a lot easier than trying to rub it against the wheel. And while shaping, I'm going to work my way up through the different grit levels. So this one is really rough, which means the grit level is pretty low. It's going to take off a lot at once and not be super precise. That's why it doesn't have to be perfect now, because when I move up the grit levels is when it'll become more of a Chao shape. Let me know what you guys think. Follow along to see more of the process. This is the after, and then this is the before, and I know there's a lot more that still needs to be done, but this is a huge improvement. Thank you, Leo, for being my assistant for the day. It was a lot of fun. Please let me know what other videos